excited for today's video. It is going to be a tasty one, and we are focusing in on from scratch recipes that are especially featuring the flavors of fall. So I hope you love some good fall foods, because that's what we're gonna do today. And by the way, I'm using my other mic again. I'm trying to figure it out. I do have quite a bit of background noise here, so I hope it's not so echoey like it was the other time. But let me know in the comments how it is for you, and I'll keep trying to figure that out. I am the least techie person, but I do love some good time in the kitchen, so hopefully the audio will not be too distracting. What I'm starting off with here today is actually pumpkin pie overnight oats. I mixed these last evening and they are looking so good. They're nicely set up. I'll leave the recipe for you in the description box. It has like yogurt in it, we have whole milk, and then of course rolled oats, chia seeds, pumpkin puree, maple syrup, pumpkin pie spice, and on and on. So I thought it would be fun to top these with a bit of whole milk yogurt, and then I actually have some Lily's dark chocolate ready here that I want to sprinkle over top just for a fun little flair, and then we'll serve them for breakfast. Apparently, while I was sleeping last night, my bread was feeling pretty ambitious. This is just regular sourdough sandwich bread. We are gonna pop her back in the bowl and then get it ready for its second rise in the bread pans here. We are getting ready to host this weekend again. Guests coming tonight actually, and then for the next 2 days. So my plan for this sandwich bread, or at least some of it, is tomorrow for breakfast I was thinking I would make some creamed eggs, and I will try to take you along here over the next couple of days food-wise. So what we are cooking, maybe not every single meal. We'll see what all I just get done today. But I know I've mentioned this before, but I have just really been, where's my bench scraper? Just really been loving the fall flavors, pumpkin, apple, everything. While you're watching, I would love to know what you've been cooking recently. What are some smells from your kitchen? This is avocado oil in just one of these glass spray bottles, and works wonderful. One of you actually gave me this idea a while back, and I have been so loving this. It's so much cheaper than buying the avocado oil in the like spray cans, and it's so much better than the, you know, Pam cooking spray or whatever. So this has been one of my favorite little new things that I've learned in the past year, I would say, in the kitchen. So we're just gonna oil these up well so that our bread doesn't stick, and then we'll pop it in. And I usually let this bread rise for 2 or so hours, and then we'll bake it. I have 2 artisan loaves here. I haven't done a lot of these pretty artisan loaves for a while. I feel like we've just been reaching more for the soft sandwich loaves, but something about like grilled cheese and things like that I just find really fun with the artisan loaves. And I want to also this weekend, I'm not sure if I'll do it today or later this weekend, but make apple grilled cheese essentially that has apple slices in it, a little bit of a fall twist to it. I think that with soup would be delicious, and I thought that would be really fun to do on these artisan loaves. So I'm doing that here. I have the 2 loaves, and on Fridays, the kids do passion projects as part of their school. So they get to pick what they want to work on, what they want to get better at, and we have some focus time specifically on that. So they're all done with math for the day, and that's what's up next. And Kyra really wanted to, she's been asking for a while for me to teach her to make her own artisan loaves. So we are going to shape these, and then she's especially excited about scoring, and she has such an artistic touch. So she will probably be way outdoing me in scoring breads. Dump it out like this. Perfect. Okay, now get your hands floury. So if you have it in a ball, take it right here and stretch up. Yeah, and then fold down. And then that's the last side, so kind of shake it, flip this over. You can do it however many times, just till it's nice and round. Scoop it up, dump it upside down. Okay, taking a break from the kitchen to share with you New Flora's November collection. Y'all, these pieces right here are so good and I'm so excited to share them with you. This collection releases Wednesday, so in 2 days at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you are new here, I highly recommend being there when they release, just because they sell out pretty quickly. My code GOLDENHOUR10 is good whether you're a new customer, return customer, or whatever, but helps you get a bit of a discount, and so I hope that helps you out. But I'm starting off here with one of my favorites, y'all. Just ignore my microphone. I'm gonna clip that on my camera and hopefully you can still hear me fine with the details. So this is the Emmalynn Blouse. I'm wearing a size small. It is such a beautiful piece. This collar is what gets me. I love Peter Pan collars. It has this beautiful ruffle and you can see a little bit the detail of this as well. It's beautiful, like taupe, I would say is the color. Buttons are functioning, and then I actually did a backwards front tuck. I tucked it in the back and left it out in the front. Sometimes I like to do that. I don't have too much time here to spend on each piece, but I do also just quickly want to show you this little ruffle detail. It barely touches my skin, but it's not tight at all, so love that. That's the Emmalynn. This is the Leland top, and I've heard so many people bragging about this one, and I kept thinking, I don't know if I like it, but I decided to try it. Love the little ruffle detail. It has buttons. So far, first thoughts are super comfortable. I'm 5'7" for reference, in case that helps you seeing how things would fit on you. This is the Bridgeport Sweater. It is so beautiful. This is in the color beige, and I'm wearing a small. Look at the detail. Oh my goodness, it has the ribbing and then this fun little almost embroidered effect, but here my favorite has got to be this neckline. It's kind of like a mock turtle, but just so very comfortable for the cooler months. It's a nice length, lots of detail while still feeling like one of your basics. Oh, and this one is also 100% cotton. Oh my goodness, I nearly squealed when I saw this vest. It's what dreams are made out of. It is so dreamy, and I don't know if you can see the texture. Oh, it's showing a little bit. It's like a quilted texture, and then of course with the florals, oh my word, I just really love it. It is 100% cotton. It is lined. The lining is also 100% cotton, and so this is, I don't know, this might be one of my top 2 from the entire collection. It does have functioning snaps as well as a zipper, so that is super nice. I have a feeling this one is gonna go quickly. I'm seeing a lot of people excited about this one, but it has nice deep pockets as well, and then I paired it with the Stayton top. I also got this one in a small. This one is butter soft and comfortable. It also has a nice neckline, so just the perfect layering tee. This is the Smithtown top in the tailor vest. This vest is a little, I wouldn't say cropped, but it like reaches till my waist versus past like the other one did. So it's a little bit shorter, but super just comfortable and roomy. And then this top is also in a top. This is the Smithtown top, and it's such a pretty, I don't know, I would say like a sagey color. I would say this top fits snugger than the previous one, the Stayton did. So both of them are small, both of them are perfect layering tops, both of them are very stretchy and just like buttery soft, but this one I would say is more just lays right on my skin, whereas the other one is a little bit off. Neither of them feel like restricting at all though. And then this one has kind of a fun neckline. Moving on to the dresses. This is the Jocelyn dress, and I'm wearing a small. It does have pockets, and it would also be beautiful with a bump. It is nursing friendly because the sides up here actually are stretchy, so that is super nice. And then the bodice area is not stretchy, but the back is again. Next up we have the Fulton dress, and I'm wearing a medium. Right over the shoulders, again, it is stretchy, so nursing friendly, and then this is actually also adjustable, so you can adjust the neckline here. It has a fun little detail on the waist here, which is also elastic, so this would be bump friendly, nursing friendly. It does have pockets again, and I think this one would be really cute also paired with either of the two sweaters I'm about to show you. This is the Abbotsford sweater in cream. I have this sweater, I think, in every color. I love it so much. It just feels like the perfect wool cardigan to snuggle up with on cold winter days. It has a beautiful texture throughout, and then this cream color I think just is, I don't know, makes it feel extra elevated. I really like the cut on these as well. And this is another really beautiful option. This is the Lanie Cardigan in cream. Beautiful longer cardigan, which is so fun. I'm wearing a small, and it's just the perfect knit everywhere. Throwing the Emmalynn blouse back on for these last two because I thought they would pair well with these like overall style dresses. This is the Blissfield dress. I'm wearing a small. It does have pockets. Buttons are functioning, so nursing friendly. And then I think this little detail right here is so fun. It's kind of like an apron. The back does have elastic, and this could even be really cute with a tank top or a short sleeved shirt for spring and summer. This is the Owensboro dress, another overall style, which is super fun. It has this little bib detail. Let's see if it'll show up. Y'all, the lighting is so hard sometimes. Okay, here you go. Fun little texture detail, and it does have nice deep pockets. It is 100% cotton and just such a good piece for the winter months. Now we have some more cooking to do. I promise that this is not just a full-on baking video. We will get into actual like dinner recipes, meal ideas, that kind of thing. But I have one more sourdough baked good that's been sitting in the fridge for the last couple of days, really fermenting. And so I thought while I'm waiting on the bread, I'm gonna quickly, as quickly as I can with how hard my dough is right now from the fridge, but bake these. And these are maple brown sugar pecan sourdough cookies, and I am so excited. I found a recipe similar to this online for just regular cookies with these flavors, but I wanted to do sourdough. So again, it's one of those that I've just kind of made up as I went for the sourdough, and we'll see how they turn out. I first thought of doing, you know, something pumpkin or apple, the more typical fall flavors, I guess. But then I thought maple, that's definitely fall as well. And pecan, and I thought it would be a nice little twist because we've been doing a lot of chocolate chip cookies recently, and they're delicious, but it was time for a little bit of change. So we're gonna do this, and then I think I wanna do a, I don't know, like a brown butter or a maple drizzle over top afterward. Some of you have asked about my cookie scoop. This is, I believe, a 1/3 cup cookie scoop off of Amazon. I love big cookies, and that's just how it is. They look like bakery cookies, and so I would rather eat half of a big cookie than 2 whole little ones. Okay, you can take that off now. And then, yeah. Perfect. Sprinkle it on. Yeah. Looks so good. Yeah, that's fine. It'll straighten out. Weeks ago, maybe more like a month ago by now, I did a meal on here that was like a baked pumpkin situation, kind of like I would do spaghetti squash, except it was with pumpkin, and we absolutely loved it. I have kept thinking about it. And so today I want to do it again, a little bit of a twist from what I did last time. I got these little pumpkins this time, and I want to do what I was hoping to do last time, which is have the pumpkin be upright. Last time I had such a big pumpkin I had to cut it lengthwise. I want these to be actual bowls with the stuffing in them, and so I'm going to cut the tops off first. We'll scoop out the seeds and roast these before we fill them. All right, so I'm going to put some avocado oil into these pumpkins before we roast them. We'll just drizzle it on a little bit, and then I'll also put some salt on for flavor. I feel like there's 100 different ways you could take these stuffed pumpkins with flavors and things that you put in them. I cooked up some rice, and then I'm also frying up some ground beef, and I think I'll just add to that a bunch of sauteed veggies. Well, I say a bunch. Right now I have an onion and then a couple of peppers still from the garden, as well as mushrooms, and then I think we'll top it with cheese. Kind of what I have in mind right now. But this would be really fun to play around with, or even to have, like, when you're hosting, do different flavors. Like you can do different flavors of pizza. I think it would be fun to do this, and then have one pumpkin be kind of Italian themed and one of it be more almost like a cheeseburger pumpkin and that kind of thing. That would be really fun. Seasonings on the meat, I'm going to add some garlic powder, onion powder, and then organic seasoned salt. That is looking so good. Excited to dive into this for lunch. I hope it's not too confusing with all my jumping around. This is how I work in the kitchen. While something bakes, I work on something else. Since we baked some of our cookies so far, I still haven't finished baking them, but I wanted to make this glaze, and so I referenced back to the recipe I talked about earlier. It's from, I think it's called Sally's Baking Addiction. It is not written as a sourdough recipe, but I just turned mine into one. Oh, and I added these little peanut butter chips that we had, little mini peanut butter chips. I tasted the batter and it was so good. So otherwise, I think I followed the recipe to a T, and I'll have that linked for you in the description box a little bit. She also has a maple glaze. I was thinking it was probably like the typical, milk with icing sugar, but it's actually a browned, well, I don't know if she says browned butter. I'm gonna brown my butter because brown butter on anything is so good. Brown the butter and then add some maple syrup, and then you do add some icing sugar later, but it's actually a cooked glaze. So we're gonna do that now and then drizzle our cookies here. We'll get them done because we're excited to try the cookies, right? Yeah. Like this. You want to do it? No? Today for breakfast, I'm planning to do creamed eggs. Now, I was not familiar with this dish before I met Josh, but it's one that he introduced me to and that we've really been enjoying. And if I'm talking quieter, it's because our guests are still sleeping, so I'm trying to not wake them. So Avi and I are gonna peel eggs. I just hard-boiled some eggs, which, little tip, if you want easy to peel eggs, putting in baking soda in the water can be really helpful. We're gonna peel them and then we're gonna mix essentially a gravy that you dice them in, but I'll take you along for that. We'll serve that over toast, and then I want to do some apple slices, maybe some bacon. Fairly simple, but hopefully they will enjoy it. So you go like crack, and then you just peel the peels off.
Crack.
Crack. Good job.
I like creamed eggs.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, it has a little belly button.
Which one is your favorite color?
This one.
The blue ones?
Or the green ones.
Eggs are good for you.
Yeah.
Lots of protein, right?
Yeah.
For my gravy, it's basically just a really basic white sauce recipe. I'm gonna melt the butter in my saucepan here, and then I'm gonna add some flour to make like a roux, and then we'll just add milk till it's thick, or cook the milk in it until it's thick, and add some salt and pepper, and that's literally all there's to it. And then we're gonna chop up the eggs and put them in here, so it doesn't need to cook because obviously the eggs are cooked. Josh loves his with some cayenne pepper, or you could obviously garnish it with herbs, however you choose to do it, but the kids love it just basic like that. So really simple, kind of a twist to from all the more common egg dishes.
When I'm lost within the fire, will I find you in the flame? With you I know I'll never be alone. My God, when I'm feeling all alone. My God.
Moving on to lunch, I am doing a chicken pot pie with biscuits on top instead of the pie crust. I was going to do the biscuits sourdough, but then completely forgot to feed my starter in time yesterday, so we're just gonna go with another biscuit recipe. I'll leave that link down below. I'm not using the one that was on the recipe, but there's another one that I think I've made before and we really liked, so I'm gonna go with that one today. Yeah. Yeah. I hope these recipes gave you some inspiration in your kitchen this week. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.
Golden, golden thing.